Oh friend, welcome back to the Maintenance YouTube channel. In last video you went with me to go and check out this 2005 Sequoia. She will need bunch of service, you know, she's in relatively rough shape. But there is one major problem and I show it to you in that video. It was, when the engine was running, there was popping on, let's say, puffing on the driver side of the motor. Now a little bit of entertainment. These owners were selling this Sequoia and I bought it yesterday. For this reason, they were told by the service that their valve covers are leaking oil into the spark plug tubes. Therefore, the engine runs roughly, right? There is oil on the spark plugs, there's some kind of misfire, so that needs to be done. The service also told them, since they have no history of the timing belt and this 2UZFE has a timing belt, right, the rubber one, it should be replaced. The service gave them the estimate for $3,500. They said, oops, that's too much money, we don't want to dump it in this Sequoia, we have a new vehicles, let's sell it. When I was checking this truck there, I had tools, of course, with me, so I did real quick evaluation and I found the problem right there. I already know what's the problem. And I would love to show you right now, so if you want to see, if you are still curious, let's go and look at it. And here is the beautiful view of this V8 engine. The model is 2UZFE, I believe I said it already. And because there was a code for the misfire in the cylinder number 5, right? 1, 3, 5, 7, we will focus on this driver side. And here comes what any tech without any doubt will do. So go ahead and pull the coils, right? And look on the spark plugs. We know we have a misfire. We already know it's number 5, but I will look on entire side here and compare them. I will carefully disconnect the electrical connector to the coil, right? I hope you can see it. I put a light here for you so you can enjoy that. Sometimes please don't want to give up, but it finally did, right? Electrical connector, the coil beautifully goes without any problem outside. Do you see any oil so far? Is this coil sitting in any oil? I don't think so. It's highly recommended to put the coil number 1 in the place number 1 when it goes back. You don't want to confuse computer for different readings, right? So this is a spot I can mark it nicely and I will know where it belongs. Here goes my very favorite snap-on spark removing deep or long tool, right? I will never ever use power tool for installing or removing spark plugs. I will repeat it. Never ever. Why? Because I don't want to strip the thread on the spark plug or strip the thread which is in the head and face some huge problems later. Look at this one, number 1 cylinder. Spark plug, it's beautiful. I don't see any oil so far. There's a bunch of hoses in my way here. These are fuel ones. I don't want to have spills. But this is some emission. That should be extremely easy to move. Create better workplace, right? Okay, we have more space. Should be easier working here. What's about number 3, right? He says it's a 1, 3, 5, 7, right? So let's see that. Again, power tool only for the screw and not for the spark plug. Okay, do I have a nice chance? Is this one flooded? Doesn't look so. This one also looks nice and dry. I will go ahead and mark it for myself, right? Using this pen again. Number 3. And you might wonder, what's about the spark plugs? Do I have to mark them or not? Generally, no. They should be always the same, right? Also, I think I will be replacing all of them. I just purchased this SUV, right? I don't know when it was replaced last time, right? So as a preventative maintenance and tune-up, right, I will probably replace them. They don't look bad. If you look right now, again, you can see a detail of another one. Look, this cylinder is burning nicely. These are the correct colors, right? I don't see any oil, or I don't feel any oil on it. So again, it seems to be original correct ones from Toyota, right? So far so good, but of course now it's coming. We were warned by the scanner, right? The scanner said, hey, there's something's happening on the number 5, right? There is a problem on the number 5, so let's see, right, what's happening over there. And this is what happened when I was checking this car, and it's still happening right now. I drove it here, but I drove it with disconnected. Now look what's happening here. This is oil, right? This is split, this part. So something serious is happening here. This one is soaked in the oil, and also when I came and I tried to figure out what's happening with it, it was in similar condition. Burnt brown, right? Burnt all over here. I don't see any other damage. The coil seems to be good. It's just dirty. And observe the color. It's not just a burnt oil. It's like a very fine debris, I will say, right? And it's all burnt. I will go ahead again, despite the fact this one is easy to recognize, right? I will still put the number 5 on it. And when I was doing this, right, there at the previous owner's house, now came the moment, right? Now I was wondering and hoping, right? I was hoping that the one spark plug down there is loose. It's maybe not correctly screwed in, right? It's loose, and that will be that popping or puffing, right? So I brought my tool here, and what I immediately found at the time, that that spark plug was completely loose, right? It wasn't screwed all the way, or that's what I thought. I pull the plug, and you are seeing the same thing. The wrench is full of oil, right? See it right here? The whole thread is full of oil. The spark plug has not the same color like the other ones, right? So we have some problem here, right? That's what I knew right away. Look at that. Everything is soaked. It's not like complete failure of the oil, right? I saw plugs which were literally swimming in the oil. The tubes were completely filled with the oil, and it was on Subaru Boxer engines. They are famous for it, right? Not Toyotas. So look, this is what we see. I see some weird stuff on the thread of the plug also. I cannot do for you the look inside of that spark plug tube, because all these things, right, all that brake stuff is in the way. I see inside 1, 3, they're absolutely clean and dry, and I could move the camera for you, but this is completely in the way. There's no angle I can show it to you. So trust me and I will tell you what I see. There's all the oil debris coming around here on top, right? It's kind of oily, burned stuff, right? It's not just the oil. It seems to be there's something else happening here. And now I will tell you what I found out on the way back when I tried to fasten that spark plug, right? What happened here, I put it back in the wrench when I was up there. I'm like, okay, the spark plug wasn't tight enough, right? Somebody screwed up with it and it was not tight enough. Well, what I found out, look at this. The spark plug keeps rotating. I don't need even use any wrench. The spark plug, it just keeps turning and turning and turning. So again, get it out, I turn it the other way, and we have a unfortunately case or situation where somebody, highly probably somebody, stripped completely that thread which is in the head. That spark plug cannot catch there. It's basically freely spinning there and back. This is how it looks down there, right? The coil, do you see the whole thing? Yes, you do. The coil with that spring is pushing on all of it, but the compression from the cylinder, it's shooting by that spark plug, by the threads. Excuse me. This is all that discoloration, this burnt. This is what you are observing here, because somebody, highly likely, and I will say why later, somebody was replacing those and stripped it completely. And we are not done. Stay with me. I will finish this whole thing. See how it's difficult to work on these last two, right? And this is my speculation. Every single spark plug around here, right, has a good access. The number 5 is the worst one from the whole engine. Now I'm doing number 7, right? This one, it's even better, because there are not those lines, the brake lines. Look, so also not really great access, right? Oh, I shouldn't wipe it first. Look, completely dry, right? Number 7, perfect. I will mark it again. Despite the fact I don't have to, but I like to be organized, right? So let's put number 7. This is good pen, by the way. It really stays. When it dries, it stays on the surface. And we also will pull the plug right now. Again, there is that brake booster, right? So that's complicated, not the easiest way. You have to, right, choose actually. Look, the extension will not work there. I have to grab a shorter one, right? So you see, right, there is a certain amount of complication suddenly. And that's my guess why that number 5 is damaged, the thread. I will tell you why. This is basically bulletproof engine 2UZFE 4.7 liter V8 from Toyota is known for maximum reliability, right? Max. It's a really great motor. Easily goes 300,000 miles, right? It has aluminum heads, so you will say, oh, that spark plug could blow out, right, by itself as a fail of the head, but I don't believe that in this case. Look, this is the last one, right? Oh, tiny bit oil, but why? Because this was dirty from the number 5. Yeah, number 7, perfectly dry, no problem at all. So back to my speculation. This is the worst access here with the number 7, 5 and 7. I believe it wasn't fail of the head, right? That the spark plug will be blown out because the head failed. I believe that's a human error. And somebody was in a hurry replacing those. It's really not easy to get there. He didn't remove these wires here, right? That piping. He just, you know, under the time pressure, service managers looking at him, hey, hurry up, there is 3 more cars and it's already 2 p.m. So hurry up. Why is taking so long? These spark plugs on this engine are so easy, right? Because if you look on the other side, I will show you right now, you will say so. You say, huh, it will take 5 minutes, this job, right? Look at this. You think these are having problems or they are stripped? No, because everybody, even with extension, can easily get their camera. We could record anything on this side. Look at this one, right? Problem 5.7. Not easy to get to it. Somebody was in a hurry and screwed up. Really made a problem for me. Because what we will do with it? Am I going to pull the head of this and go through all that or replace the head? No, I don't want. Right? This is project car, and that gives us actually great opportunity. Try to refret that hole and use the helicoil system, right? When you can make the hole bigger, you put in that bigger hole insert, and that insert is basically providing good grab for that original spark plug. So this is what I will be doing, right? And that what will be the next step on this lovely Sequoia. So my friend, make sure you are subscribed. I bought this truck for purpose making great videos for this channel, right? I didn't need it. It's extra vehicle we have, but I couldn't resist. There's a lot of stuff which needs to be fixed. It was sitting for a long time. The brakes, everything, it's rusted, right? I will be doing a lot of stuff. Probably the timing belt too on this one. So be subscribed because a lot of stuff about Sequoia is coming your way. Thanks for watching and have a good one.